Is one of the signature events of the fall here in the Midlands. The Great American Whiskey Fair returning in just a few weeks with more than 300 varieties of American and international whiskeys. This is going to be a lot of fun. We have all the details here from the visionary behind this, Kristen Niemi. Thank you so much for coming here today.
Of course, thanks for having me.
We appreciate it, Kristen. Yeah, Kristen, we know you from having your hand in so many great restaurants here across the Midlands. So food and drinks, that's your thing. For those who have never attended the Great American Whiskey Fair, what are they missing out on?
So the Great American Whiskey Fair is for any whiskey lover, whiskey lover wannabe, collector, anybody who has interest whatsoever in whiskey. It's an opportunity for them to come and taste from over 350 whiskeys from around the world, which, you know, when you're talking about whiskeys that sometimes reach up over $100 a bottle, you know, wouldn't you want to be able to taste it prior to spending that money and knowing whether you liked it or not? Because there's nothing like buying a $100 bottle of whiskey and going, not so good, not my style. So this brings together distillers from all over the world. They present all their whiskeys, and for one price you get to taste all of them, which I wouldn't recommend. But
you gotta pace yourself.
Yeah, you gotta pace yourself. With over 350, you have to be kind of picky and choosy. Don't walk in the door and just taste everyone down the line.
Yeah.
Take a look at the map, walk around, talk to distillers, talk to master distillers, representatives, and get to know. It's an opportunity really to get to know what kind of whiskey you like.
Yeah, well, I like that because you said this is also for those wannabe whiskey connoisseurs, right? And you may not know the difference between, let's say, whiskey and bourbon. It's as sweet. And let me stop there. Is there a difference between whiskey and bourbon?
No. So bourbon is a type of whiskey. Whiskey is kind of the umbrella term, and then underneath that falls bourbon. So because there are certain rules that the United States put in place, kind of like champagne. Bourbon got a set of rules that they have to follow to be called bourbon.
Nice. And so for those who are in the beginning stages of their whiskey tasting, when you say you don't want to go down the line and try all of them, what are some tips, I guess, on what you need to look out for, especially if you like maybe the sweeter size of drinks?
So that's what I would say. So when you walk in, you talk to the people behind the table. They'll be able to guide you as to, because every one of them is an expert in whiskey, so they'll be able to guide you and tell you which ones to go see. Like, oh, if you like ours, then you should go try this one.
Nice.
Or if you say, like some people are, you know, the really smoky scotches, which only come from a very small region of Scotland, are very polarizing for some whiskey drinkers. So you either love them or you hate them. And so if you love them, then they'll tell you which other tables have some like it. But I also feel like you really kind of need to open up your palate and try things, because there's a lot of whiskeys that, I'll be honest, and even spirits, other spirits or foods, that the first time I ever tried them, I didn't care for them. You know, and then they grow on me, and then you come to love them. I was like that with mezcal. Mezcal, I couldn't stand the first time I had it.
And you got to know how to pair it too, right?
Yeah, and you have to know how to pair it with food or use it in cooking.
Yeah, speaking of food, before we wrap for the afternoon, you were going to show us how to make a whiskey sauce.
A really easy whiskey sauce. So basically what I've done is I've taken, and I've got butter that I've browned it a little bit. And this is a really simple sauce to make. So you brown, I'll say this, like oftentimes I will build this sauce in the pan after I've cooked my steak in the pan. And that gives you all the little tasty bits. So, but for this one, what I did is I want to make sure that we're up hot enough. I think I might be on the smallest burner here. But I add shallots to it. We'll go to the bigger one here in a second. So I've got shallots in there, and I get those into the butter. We're getting a little bit of sizzle. I've got Dijon mustard, just like a tablespoon or so. So these are really kind of bold flavors. I've got some tomato paste. And we're just gonna mix that into the butter.
I like where this is going.
Right?
It looks good.
It's not gonna, it's fantastic. And there we go. This one's a little hotter. Turn that off so I don't put my hand on it. And then you're going to add your whiskey. So when you're doing this at home, you want to make sure that you kind of pour the whiskey in on the side, because this is alcohol, and it's gonna, on a lot of burners, it's gonna light on fire.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do that here. We're just gonna simmer it. I put a couple ounces in, and you don't have to worry. So here's the thing about this. Like if you're making this meal and you've got kids, you don't have to worry, because their kids are not gonna get alcohol.
Yes.
The heating of it is going to cook the alcohol out and leave behind nothing but the flavors. So as that simmers the alcohol out, we're going to add some cream. And we're going to add a little bit of, I think this goes really well with it, fresh thyme.
Ooh.
You can also do rosemary. I think rosemary is wonderful. You could add sauteed mushrooms into this if you'd like.
That smells amazing. Christian, while you are mixing that sauce up, I want to pull up the details for those watching at home so you don't miss out on the Great American Whiskey Fair. It is happening Friday, October 3rd, 5:30 to 8:30 at the Grand Hall, which is located at 701 Whaley Street. The ticket price there on your screen. For more details, you can go to greatamericanwhiskeyfair.com. This is the 13th year. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, though, before the end of the show, we will show you the final product of this whiskey sauce. Thank you so much for Christian Mimi for coming on, telling us all about it. We'll be right back.
Perfect.
Great.